First, let us change the node names. Let's call planner node as platform router. LinkedIn content generator as LinkedIn executor node. Now, we know the platform detector node will give us the output in the format of platform, true or false, and user message. So now in LangGraph, basically, if we want to call this node, we will be adding it as a edge. Okay. We add as a normal edge in case of sequential execution. But here, I want the platform router as a decider, correct? So if suppose, as per our request, when the user have requested for the LinkedIn and Twitter, only the LinkedIn executor node and Twitter executor node should be executed, whereas the Instagram executor node should never be executed. For that, we'll be using the concept of routing function. Okay. We will not declare it as a node, but instead we will be adding it as a conditional edge. So platform router will access state and check the values in platform checker. Based on values, based on true values, it will return a list of nodes where LangGraph should be routed. It will return list of nodes to be routed. So when I say to be routed, in this example, we'll return only LinkedIn and Twitter. So now let's go and declare our platform router function. So the router function name will be depth. Let's pass state input scheme. So what does this platform router do? As I said, platform router will access the state, check the values in platform checker. Let's call it as platforms. We need to access the platform checker. For platform checker, you are actually passing dict in form of list, correct? So to access it, we need to mention the position, 0 position. And now, as it is a dictionary and I can iterate on it, I will be checking the key values. If the key is true, then I want to return only those platform names. Status. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just returning the executor node dynamically. Right? We need, because in case of the ask from the user, only the LinkedIn and Twitter was mentioned. So I want this platform router to only return me LinkedIn executor node and Twitter executor node, not the Instagram executor node. Okay. We have created the platform router function, but how we will be using it as part of the graph? So we will be using a conditional edges. What does conditional edges do? Conditional edges will be routing to one or more nodes based on the condition we provide. Okay. And the condition will be controlled in routing function. Now, what is our condition? Any platform which is true should be executed. Correct. This is what we have built in our platform router. So platform router will give us the output as LinkedIn executor node, Twitter executor node. So when we declare graph, we need to use graph add conditional edge, the node A here will be platform detector node, because you are actually calling the platform router from as soon as you complete the execution of platform detector node. So now this executor node will not be executed. Only LinkedIn and Twitter nodes will be executed. Initially, we did add the start and the platform detector node as the initiator, and then after the initiator, directly we have declared it as an end. Now, what I'll be doing, I will add a conditional edge here. Okay, as I said earlier, normally if we want something to be executed sequentially, then you will be adding directly as an edge. But here we don't want it to be sequential, right? It is a conditional and a parallel execution. Okay, irrespective of the parallel execution or sequential execution, whenever you need something to be executed only based on certain condition, then you will be using a conditional edge. So it will be add conditional edges followed by the platform detector node platform node. For LinkedIn executor node, what will be the input? User request. LLMs will not have a capability to search or use any sort of external application. So here web is an external application. So we will decide basically what search engine LLM can use. Okay. So I will say LLM to use only DuckDuckGo search. Why? Because there are many search engines available. So I don't want LLM to go and search in any engine. I want it to use only DuckDuckGo search. As I said earlier, we will be using chat init model, invoke LLM. Now here, DuckDuckGo search is a tool. So I need to say an LLM that you have this tool available, you can use it. Correct? So we need to bind LLM with tool. Once we have bind the LLM and tool together, it doesn't mean that it will go and execute the tool on its own. But instead, how does LLM behave specifically when we use chat init model? Step one, it will check if any tool available. Then it says, hey, you know what? This tool is available for me, and I think I can use this tool for this specific task. So we will be receiving the tool call as a response. Response from LLM will be tool. Now we need to say, okay, you can go and execute it. Tool execution. Then LLM will provide us with the actual output. In case if there are no tools available or we have not provided any tools to an LLM, it will directly provide us with an actual output. Okay. But I also want a flexibility. I want LinkedIn to use tools like DuckDuckGo and Wikipedia because I need to write an article. Whereas for Insta, news via DuckDuckGo. Even for Twitter also, I just want to use only DuckDuckGo. Okay. So we will be saying to an LLM of the executor nodes that you have these tools available and you need to only execute these tools. Okay. Each executor nodes will return their own output. Correct? Because they have different LLMs in providing the response. So each executor node will provide as an output platform response, platform AI response. So the output which we will be updating the state is platform underscore AI underscore response means not specifically platform underscore AI underscore response. I will call it as LinkedIn AI underscore response. In case of Insta AI response. Okay. We will be using DuckDuckGo search API wrapper and DuckDuckGo search result for calling DuckDuckGo. And similarly, Wikipedia API wrapper and Wikipedia query results, Wikipedia query run for Wikipedia. Okay. Let's go and define function for both DuckDuckGo search and Wikipedia. DuckDuckGo search API wrapper is the one which actually goes and searches, whereas DuckDuckGo search result takes the data provided by the API wrapper and formats it in the LangChain tool format. Similarly, for the Wikipedia as well, Wikipedia API wrapper is the one which goes and query the Wikipedia and returns the result, whereas Wikipedia query run will do the job of formatting is it as part of the LangChain tool format. For LinkedIn executor node, we will use create agent. For Twitter and Insta executor node, we'll use chat init model. So when we use create agent, we need to still bind tool with the agent, but we don't need to invoke or execute it manually. Create agent will be able to take care of it. Let's create a function for LinkedIn executor node. LinkedIn executor node input will be input schema. As we are using create agent inside LinkedIn executor node, create agent will give us the direct LLM response. Once LinkedIn executor node finishes its task, we need to inform it that you need to go to reducer node. Or basically, we need to command it, you need to go to reducer node. For that, we will be using a command keyword. The input to LinkedIn executor node will be the user message which user has requested. Even for create agent, we need to inform what will be its role and scope. As this LLM is specific to generate a LinkedIn post, we need to be very precise and clear what we are expecting from it. So I'll be telling it like you are a professional LinkedIn content writer. So your job is to provide me with, your job is to write a detailed LinkedIn post, maybe 2 to 300 lines, and you need to be very professional in tone and your paragraph needs to be very clear. Okay. So this is what I will be providing as a prompt or basically system prompt to an agent. I have drafted the system prompt. Now I'll be calling the create agent. So in case of create agent, we'll be providing it as a system underscore prompt and also tools. What are the tools available for this agent? And the model, basically we will be using Llama 3.1. We need to invoke this agent. To invoke the agent, we need to use invoke keyword and basically we need to send it as a message format. Okay. The message is what is the role and what is the ask. So here the role is user. User is asking write a 400 line post about the query or basically what the user has requested. So once the agent has been invoked, we will be getting the response and from the response we'll be taking the content. As final content node is the final output of the LinkedIn executor node, I want to save it. But I don't want to use the same state or the input schema. I want it to be stored somewhere separately. So for this, we can create a new schema and name it as an output schema. The structure of output schema will be message with a list. Meaning of this line is we are commanding LinkedIn executor node to update the final message from the schema and also go to reducer node. And we also need to import create agent from LangGraph types command and from typing literal. Finally, our LinkedIn executor node is ready. So next we will be looking at Twitter executor node and the Instagram executor node logic.